And Moses joins us on a desk. Now, Moses, the Lloydminster Bobcats can't wait to return to the ice after a long 5-day break.
And for good reason. The Cats are 7-2-1 in their last 10 and hope to keep that good play going, especially with a welcome addition of a familiar Cat. After a brief stint in the USHL, Patrick Geary is cleared to play for the Bobcats. The 19-year-old has been with the team for a week and is itching to compete.
I played a few games down south, so I'm kind of back into the swing a little bit, but looking forward to get back up here and getting back in the lineup, playing with these guys that I love to play with.
We expect he'll be a help on the power play and obviously killing penalties too, but one of the most important things, he was real good on the draw circle last year, so that's going to be a key. But right now he hasn't played a lot of hockey. He's coming back from an injury, so we're just going to try to slot him in on the wing and get him up to game speed.
The Bobcats embark on a mini 2-game road trip beginning in Grand Prairie tonight, then Spruce Grove. The coach's emphasis is to keep their players focused on the task at hand and not to overlook a struggling Storm club before their matchup with the AJHL's Best North team.
Almost beat Brooks, so you've got to give everyone respect in the AJHL, and we know that before we get that big match with Spruce, we need those 2 points in Grand Prairie. Otherwise, it takes the luster off the shine against the Spruce Grove game.
Life as an athlete means plenty of time on the road. As we mentioned, the Bobcats are in Grand Prairie tonight, which means an 8-hour bus trip in this week's Beyond the Boards. Nerman Issa finds out what some of the players do to pass the time.
All right, so you guys are hitting the road for a little mini road trip. And I just want to know, what do you guys do on the bus to kill the time when you're heading city to city?
You know, it's always different. It goes guy by guy, but I think some guys will sleep, some guys will watch a movie, some guys play cards. You know, it's just whatever you can do to kind of stay in the mindset that you have a game later, but kind of kill the time too, because those bus trips, especially the one to Grand Prairie, can be long. So I think a lot of guys will knock out some sleep hours early and then kind of do whatever, listen to music, mess around with each other from there on.
What do you like to do then? Are you a sleeper? Are you a reader? What do you like to do?
Right off the bat, I'm always a sleeper. Pass out right away and then wake up a little bit later and kind of mingle with the guys and hang out. Play cards sometimes, and you know, basically whatever everybody else is doing, I'm right in the mix.
Who would be the one that would provide the most entertainment value? There's got to be one of the clowns on the bus.
Without a doubt, Austin Yaremchuk. Absolute. He's a goofball out there, and he's a great guy to have on the bus because there's never a dull moment.
I asked Patrick, and I said, who's the biggest clown on the bus? Who provides the biggest entertainment value? And he named you. What is it that you do that you entertain everyone?
I don't know why you'd say me. I don't do much on the bus. Just stay to myself, and that's about it.
All right.
Stays on the bus, stays on the bus. What happens on the bus stays on the bus.
Beyond the Boards is brought to you by City Center Auto Body. Now with 2 locations, on Highway 16 and on 52nd Street. They can fix anything at City Center Auto Body.
To an ice sport of a different kind, the Lloydminster Border Blades Speed Skating Club is up and running once again. The Border Blades have over 70 kids in the program this season. In a recent meet in Medicine Hat, the team has seen its athletes achieve some personal bests, putting a smile on head coach Richard Jory.
At the end of the year, we've had kids that have had up to 23, 24, 25% improvement over the course of a year, which is outstanding. And it's measurable, so for them it's great. They can actually physically see it every time you stop the clock. They can say, I got faster today, so that's awesome.
Now, Jory has plenty of help from the older skater. 17-year-old Rachel Collins, in her final year with the club, has been a mentor for the younger athletes.
With how long I've been here, I get lots of the rules, I get how the sports go. I'm always here to help the little kids. If I see something that needs a little bit of help, I'm always there to point it out and try to help them fix it. Our coaches do a really good job as well, trying to help the older kids know how to teach the younger kids, as well as helping us get to our best.
Up next will be the Can-Am Long Track qualifiers in Calgary. The top skaters will represent Alberta at the Canada Winter Games in Prince George next year. The short track qualifiers will be held in early December. And that is your first look at sports. Gerard Lampow has your weather details coming up.